Hello everyone, welcome back to the Long Dark Rugged Sentinel playthrough. This is number 2, and we are exactly where we left off. I have literally just picked straight back up again and gone into the next video. So we're in the Grey Mother's house, and I want to get myself a bit more organised now. So what I am going to do is, let's sort our clothing out first. So I'm going to go up and we'll go to the wardrobe and we're going to have a look at our clothing, so we can get that up to a pretty decent standard, and I think we're actually looking pretty good. Ooh, can I put an extra layer on there? Well, we shall. You know me, you know my methods. I always try and maximise my warmth bonus. I'm not bothered about speed particularly. I like not to freeze to death, so that's how I do things. So my aim is to try and get all of my stuff up to a really decent level of repair. Yeah, we'll worry about that in a minute. So we're at 82%. I'm going to take that as absolutely fine. I'm going to spread the repair around a bit. So we'll put another repair on my coat. Hopefully this will succeed. So far all of my repairs have succeeded, which makes me concerned that one of them is going to fail fairly soon. They're not in great shape, so let's see if we can do something with those. I know I'm dehydrated, but I'm indoors. I'm not going to worry too much about that. 89%, 60%. We actually have some gloves we can put on. We've got some fleece mittens and we have some wool mittens. The fleece mittens are seemingly giving me... Okay, I'm going to go with the wool ones, but I'm going to repair them. I know we're hungry and thirsty, our condition is dropping, but we're absolutely fine, don't worry about it. Excuse me. So let's pop those new wool mittens on. Where? Okay, and boot wise, we're in pretty good shape boot wise, so yeah, okay, we'll go with that. So yeah, I'm pretty happy actually. Oh, that one actually is slightly better. Ah, it's because it's wool, not cotton. Perfect, we're going to wear that. There we are. So I think our clothing is now pretty sorted. I'm quite happy with all of that. So I know, don't worry, we're going to sort it out in a moment. So any clothing that we're not wearing, let's ditch it into here. Oh, are those climbing socks? We've got the... Hang on a minute, let me just check the socks. I'd forgotten I had those climbing socks actually. Hey, now I'm very confused. Did I drop them into the container? I thought I'd moved them back. See, I didn't. Oh yeah, they're much better. Okay, we'll take those. So that's a slight improvement. So let's go back into here then, and anything that we are not wearing, we are going to transfer into this storage container. So that is going to be my clothing storage container. So that's where all that's going to hang out. So all the clothes are going to go in there. Obviously that's the bed, so that's where we're going to be sleeping. And down here, okay, so clothing is all sorted. Food and water, so we need to eat and we need to drink. Eating wise, let's just go into food and drink. I had a piece of cooked rabbit. Did I eat that? I didn't think I had. It didn't spoil, did it? No, it must have done. Okay, that venison is going pretty quick as well. Okay, I'm going to eat these peaches because they are dropping in condition. They're quite low. They're pretty borderline at the moment, so I'm going to eat those peaches before they get any worse. So that will give us some calories. I'm going to drink some water, and I'm now going to start my first massive fire. We're going to cook that venison, and then we're going to make a whole load of water. So wood matches, a tinder plug and a book, so that gives a really good chance. Oh, take charcoal first. Always take the charcoal first. There we go. So let's get our fire going. Let's get this fire started. Yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm basically setting up my base camp. So what I want to do is, I've got my clothing all sorted. I'm pretty happy with the clothing that I've got at the moment. I'll review that as I find more clothes. So I now want to sort out my water supply. I want to build up a massive stockpile of water. And I'm going to then use that stockpile of water. Obviously, I've got plenty of it lurking around. So let's add plenty of fuel. I'm going to use the reclaimed wood that I've got. We'll give ourselves a 4-hour fire here. First things first, so let's cook that venison. I don't want that to go off, so that's good, and I'm going to eat it as well, I think, because my hunger is dropping. So if I eat that, give me a decent load of calories, and then we're going to make a whole load of water. So I'm going to do this in 5 litres, I think. We should be able to do 5 litres with the time that we have. I'm aware I'm getting fatigued, but that's not going to be too much of an issue. Boiling water. Should be able to do 5 litres as well. So that's going to give us a pretty decent amount of water to get ourselves going with. And I'm probably going to be able to make a little bit more, actually. Let's do another litre. We'll do another litre. In fact, I might be able to do slightly more. Could I do another litre? Could I do another litre? Yeah, let's do another litre. Never waste an opportunity to make water. Never waste the fires when you have them lit. Hopefully we can boil that in 32 minutes. So that's going to give us a really decent amount of water. That's 7 litres plus what we were already carrying. So actually we've done really, really well there. Okay, and I'm also going to take a torch, simply because it's now gone dark. And it's a free torch. So into the freezer, and let's bring up our water. We've got 8.7 litres, so let's get rid of probably about 6.5 litres of that. There we go. So we've now got a nice little stockpile of 6.5 litres of water. So food wise we're not looking so great at the moment, but water wise we're now in really good shape. So food is going to be our next priority. Using our free light source, let's get to bed and let's extinguish our free light source and let us sleep. Is the aurora out? Because it's not pitch black in here and it is the middle of the night. That's kind of interesting. Okay, so let's sleep for, actually before we sleep, normal routine, let's drink. There we go, and then we shall sleep for, I'm going to go for 8 hours, see if I can do 8. And then what we're going to do, right, so I've sorted my clothing out. I've got myself a bit of a stockpile of water and I'm going to keep adding to that whenever the opportunity presents itself. I think, what are we into the, we're just at dawn, so I'm going to go with that. So, yeah, so we've stockpiled some water and I'm going to keep adding to that. So the next thing we need to do is try and build up some food. But also I need some more tools. I want a hatchet because I really want to break down all these bits of furniture in here, tidy up the place a bit and give myself a nice big stockpile of firewood. So let's head outside. I don't know how light, how dark it's going to be. I know we're kind of at dawn, so hopefully it won't be too bad. Oh, it's okay. It's seeable. I can see what I'm doing. I know it's going to be really, really cold because I know there was some stuff not too far kind of around here in Wintermute, so I'm just kind of seeing if we're not going to be as lucky, unfortunately, by the looks of things. No, okay, never mind. I was kind of hoping there'd be some stuff lying around. Well, let's pick up the sticks, not the branches but the sticks. Can we get into this building? I don't think we can. If I remember, I don't think we can get into this one. No, we can't. Right, well in that case then, let's start doing a bit more exploration. Well, let's light this torch, because that will give us a little bit of a warmth bonus. I can't remember what's up there. I think we're going to have to head that way. I know I can draw a map, and I'm going to start doing that when we get into the daylight. Right, so I think the logical starting point is probably going to be the credit union, because that's right opposite the Grey Mother's house. So let's head inside. I was getting nervous. We're in a new region. Dead dude. With a pry bar, so we can now get into the gas station. So that's cool. We can go and do that. Oh, flare. That'll be good. Backpack. Nothing. No cash either. That's annoying. Not that we need cash. Newsprints. A cardboard box which I can break down for tinder. I'm going to lose my torch now, aren't I? Should have extinguished it before I did that. Never mind. Newsprint roll. We'll have that for tinder. Have I got what light sources have I got? Is it literally a flare and some matches? I've got plenty of matches. How many flares have I got? I've only got one flare. I don't really want to waste a flare, but I think I can. No, I don't want to break it down. I want to light a match. Thank you. A balaclava. Well, I'm going to take it, but it does look like I'm getting ready for bank robbery. It's a bit, looks a bit weird. We are not going to go short of tinder in Milton. I can tell you that for a start. There's plenty of cardboard boxes around for tinder. We've got plenty of Tinder plugs. We've got to worry about that. Okay, let's have a look in what I think is the manager's office. Anything in the briefcase? A soda? Anything in the trash can? Nothing. Anything in the drawers? A rifle cartridge. Because bank managers always have rifle cartridges under their desks. No, you don't. You'll be fine. Don't worry. Lucky, really, because we haven't got anything to eat. The weather outside doesn't sound very nice either. Okay, so let's head into the back. Is the vault open? Out of curiosity. Yes, it is, because we had to open that as part of the story in Wintermute. So, quite glad it's open. I very much doubt that we're going to find all the stuff. Anything in that briefcase on the floor there? Nope. Nothing on the drawers. Oh, there's an energy bar there. That'll come in handy. We have painkillers. So that's adding to our medicine supply. Okay, well, we'll take it. Obviously we have water from the pipe. Well, there isn't very much water in the pipe, but every little helps. More newsprints. Need hatchets and things to break all that down, so not much we can do there. Okay, coming into the back, we have a granola bar. Yeah, don't worry. We will take a drink in a moment. Anything in the microwave? Ooh, coffee. I've got plenty of coffee. Let's search this locker. Nothing. Search this one. Nothing. Search this one, which we're going to have to force. And nothing. So that was a complete waste. Let's go through the filing cabinet. You very rarely find things in filing cabinets, but it's always worth looking. You never know. It's in the cafe. Metal containers. Ooh, some soda. That's good. More matches. Not going to go short of matches. Anything in the cash register? More papers. We are not going to go short of tinder. Okay, there is a safe here. Oh, lantern fuel. More papers. More cardboard boxes. A mains water shut-off valve. And obviously in the vault, which we can just walk into. It's like we can search through things. It was part of story mode that we had to get the combination to open this vault. It's obviously already open in Wintermute. We can look through safety deposit boxes. Again, we had to get the keys for these. Ooh. A book. Another book. More newsprint. Tell you what, we're going to have a massive harvesting session, I think, as part of the next video. It's going to be a mass harvesting of Tinder plugs. Well, a little bit fruitless, but we got a few things there. Okay, well, I think that's pretty much everything. I think we've been through the whole of this. I know there's still some boxes and things that we can get, and obviously we have got the safe. Let me just drink. I'm going to drink one of the sodas because that will just take the edge off both of them. And then we can, we'll go ahead and crack this safe. It's always good fun, this. So, starting at 0. Okay, so it's 47. $47 again. Ooh, there we go. There's probably nothing going to be in here. Oh, we have some cash. So that's more tinder. A flare shell, that might come in handy later when we get the flare gun. Okay, so I think we've pretty much gone through the whole of the credit union. The weather outside really does not sound very nice at all, but we need to get back across to the house. Ooh, it's not good at all. Okay. Well, we'll be okay to get over to the house. So let's do that. So we're out of the horrible weather. So let us take stock of our loot and what we are carrying. Okay, food-wise, we're still not brilliant. I'm going to eat this energy bar. That'll give me a pretty decent set of calories. That'll keep me going for quite a while. So we've got quite a lot of stuff that we can break down. We have an awful lot of potential tinder material. So let's spend some time now just harvesting all this down. This is going to be a little bit repetitive, so we'll get it out of the way. So we're just setting up our stockpile. So what I want to try and do is try and sort of do my housekeeping quite regularly, keep on top of breaking down the things that we find, try and gather everything here. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around Milton and I'm going to gather together absolutely everything and bring it all back to the Grey Mother's house, and that is what's going to keep us going while we're here in Milton. And my aim is to try and do at least 50 days on Milton, if I can. It depends really. If I can keep myself going for 50 days on Milton without it, running out of things to do. Obviously, if that does happen, we'll then make our way over to one of the other regions. What I might do is have the goal of spending, say, 50 to 60 days just within Milton and Mystery Lake, and see how we get on with that and kind of flip between the two. Maybe use the Grey Mother's house as my main base and sort of go over to Mystery Lake, gather supplies and bring them back here. I don't think the Grey Mother's house is going to be the best place to kind of be long-term wider exploration, because it's kind of off to one side of the overall world. So if I use the Grey Mother's house as a kind of mass base camp, where I really want to try and bring everything in, it's kind of a little bit off on a tangent. Pleasant Valley is a better place to be, but certainly use it as the main base for this and Mystery Lake. And I know it links to Forlorn Muskeg as well, but I don't know how. I don't know exactly how it links to Forlorn Muskeg. We shall figure that out. So we've broken down all the stacks of papers. Let's do the newsprint. We may as well, since we can't really travel anywhere, get all this out of the way. We are not going to go short of Tinder Plugs in this playthrough, I can tell you that. We've got plenty of them. And I think what I'm going to do with the phone, I'm going to store it in the cupboards. I don't know. I always have this dilemma, because part of me wants to keep things tidy and put them in containers, and part of me wants to be able to quickly see how much of everything I've got. Yeah, let's drop it on the floor. So we're going to get some Tinder Plugs. We're going to drop a massive amount of these. I'm probably going to drop about 35. Yeah, we'll drop 35. So there's a massive amount of them on the floor there, because we just don't need to be carrying quite that many Tinder Plugs around with us. So we're going to drop them on the floor. So we've got ourselves a nice little pile of Tinder Plugs there. We know how many we've got at a glance. So not bad at all. Am I carrying spare matches? Probably am, to be honest. Yeah, we don't need to be carrying quite so many. So let's drop all of those cardboard matches, and then we'll pop them. We won't pop them on the table, actually. We'll pop them over here. So anything fiery related will pop down over here, so we know where it is. It's next to the stove. So the stove is going to be our main kind of place to be for all of that kind of good stuff. So where are we now? We've got a pretty decent set of clothing, which is all good. We've actually got some extra bits of clothing, but I don't think any of it's going to be any better than what we're already wearing, so we may as well just go upstairs and get rid of that. We have ourselves a massive amount of Tinder Plugs. We have got very little food. That is something that we are quite short of, and that tends to be the case at the beginning of the long dark. You do tend to. I know the balaclava might do me better, but I don't like wearing it. I don't like looking like a bank robber. Food is always a little bit scarce right at the start of the long dark. We can hopefully find a few things when we go and scavenge around the other buildings, so that's going to be the plan. In the next video we're going to go to possibly the post office, we'll possibly start going around the other buildings. We'll go through Milton quite systematically, work our way back down towards the gas station, see what we find on the way, pick up everything, bring it all back to the grandmother's house, and then we'll think about going off to the church and down to the farm, and then possibly up towards the mountain areas and kind of wandering about the region, and see how we get on. And if we find ourselves kind of having gone to every place in Milton fairly quickly, we can then have a go at getting across the Mystery Lake. I'm assuming the route is going to be the route that you use in Wintermute, and then you'll just carry on through the caves and walk out the other side by Trapper's Homestead. We can see what we find there and then bring it back and start to do a little bit of looting on Mystery Lake. But I think that's the long-term goal. Short-term goal is to go through Milton, get everything here, get ourselves a nice base camp set up, and get ourselves going for long-term survival. We are going for that 100-day goal, and I am absolutely determined to meet it. But right now I'm going to say thank you so much for watching. As always, thank you for all the likes, all the comments, all the good feedback that we have. If you've got any questions, anything like that, pop them in the comments. I am always happy to have a chat, always happy to answer any questions that you have. So I shall say until next time, I shall see you again very, very soon.